Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to Signs of the Universe. I'm so grateful you're here with me tonight. In this episode, we're going to dive into something powerful, something that so many of us experience but rarely want to talk about. Recurring nightmares. Those dreams that return again and again, almost like echoes. Haunting, unsettling, impossible to ignore. By the end of our time together, you'll begin to see these dreams in a whole new light. You'll understand why they repeat, how cultures across the world have interpreted them for thousands of years, what neuroscience reveals about your brain during these dream cycles, and most importantly, how these dreams might actually be guiding you toward healing, toward clarity, toward the life the universe knows you're ready for. So let me ask you right now, have you ever had the same nightmare show up night after night, or maybe month after month, until you couldn't push it away anymore? Maybe it was a shadowy figure, a place that never felt safe, or an emotion that hit you so deeply you woke up shaken. If you have, you're not alone. And maybe, just maybe, that was the universe raising its voice, saying, "Please listen." If you've had a recurring nightmare that stayed with you, share it in the comments below. Sometimes just speaking it aloud, or in this case, writing it down, begins the process of unlocking its meaning. And before we really journey in, if this conversation speaks to you, please remember to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need these words tonight. It helps this community grow, and it lets me know you want more deep dives into dreams, symbols, and the mysteries of the universe. Now, let's step into the dream. From the moment humans began dreaming, we began searching for meaning in our dreams. And recurring nightmares were never brushed aside as meaningless. Quite the opposite. They were treated as sacred warnings, powerful lessons, even messages from the divine. In ancient Egypt, nightmares were seen as visitations from the gods, or even the restless dead. They had dream temples where people would sleep, hoping for divine messages. A nightmare was not simply bad luck. It was a direct signal from the higher realms. In ancient Greece, the physician Galen wrote about recurring nightmares as signs of both physical illness and spiritual imbalance. They believed the gods of dreams, like Morpheus, could use nightmares as tools to reshape a person's life path. In Celtic tradition, recurring dreams and nightmares were believed to open portals to the other world. If a dream image repeated, it wasn't dismissed. It was considered a map, pointing toward something important in waking life that had been ignored. Indigenous cultures across the globe still treat nightmares with reverence. They aren't dismissed as bad dreams. They're teachers. A nightmare that comes again and again might be the spirit world showing you a wound that needs tending, an imbalance that needs correcting, or a lesson your soul agreed to learn before you were even born. So, across time, across continents, one message is clear. When a dream repeats, it is never random. It is the universe saying, "Look closer. You've missed something important." Now let's bring in the modern lens. Science and spirituality aren't enemies. They're two languages describing the same mystery. Neuroscience tells us that nightmares are most active during REM sleep, the stage where your brain is processing memories, emotions, and unresolved stress. The amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear, lights up like a storm. Meanwhile, the logical prefrontal cortex, the part that usually filters and organizes, goes quiet. This means your raw, unfiltered emotions rise to the surface without the calming voice of reason. When something is too big to process, trauma, deep stress, unspoken grief, it doesn't resolve in one night. It comes back, again and again. Each nightmare is like a replay button, looping until your mind and body find a way to release it. But here's where the bridge between science and spirit becomes fascinating. Isn't this exactly what spiritual traditions have always taught? that the universe, the soul, or the subconscious will keep sending the same message until you finally stop and listen. The science says, unprocessed memory. The spirit says, unheard message. What if they're both describing the same thing? So how can you tell when your recurring nightmare is just stress and when it's the universe speaking? The answer is in the patterns. Does the same place appear again and again? A crumbling house? A dark forest? An endless hallway? Do you notice the same figures? A shadow? A faceless stranger? An animal? Do the emotions repeat? Fear, helplessness, shame, dread? These are not coincidences. They're the universe underlining the same words in bold. Here's something I'd love for you to reflect on in the comments. If you stopped running in your nightmare, turned around and faced what was chasing you and asked, "What truth are you showing me?" What do you think it would say? We've been taught to fear nightmares, to see them as punishments. But what if they're actually invitations? Think of it this way. Your recurring nightmare is like the universe knocking gently at your door. At first, it's a tap. If you ignore it, the knock grows louder. If you keep avoiding it, eventually it feels like pounding. Not to harm you, but to make sure you answer. A dream of being chased may be asking, what responsibility, what truth, what emotion am I avoiding? A dream of falling could whisper, where in my life am I terrified of letting go, of surrendering control? A dream of drowning might reveal, what emotions have I buried so deeply that they are now demanding release? The nightmare is not here to break you. It's here to show you the shadow you've been avoiding. Because only when you face it can you move through it. So how do we work with recurring nightmares instead of fearing them? There are beautiful ways to bridge both science and spirit. Keep a dream journal, not just to record, but to set an intention. Before you write, whisper, "Universe, show me the wisdom in this dream." That simple openness changes how you receive the message. Psychologists use something called imagery rehearsal therapy. You rewrite the ending of your nightmare into something empowering, spiritually. That's co-creation. You and the universe rewriting the script together. Before sleep, try a gentle meditation. Tell yourself, tonight, I will see the message in peace. This small act of permission softens the fear and opens you to clarity. And then, explore your symbols. A snake, a storm, a broken door. Look at both psychological and spiritual meanings. Often, they overlap. The snake may symbolize fear on one level, but transformation and rebirth on another. This overlap is where brain and spirit meet. Recurring nightmares can mean many things. A trauma that's asking to be healed, a relationship or situation that needs attention, a soul lesson you've resisted but are now ready for, or a turning point in your life path, where change is no longer optional. The truth is, the universe will keep sending the same dream until you pause, listen, and engage. And the moment you do, the moment you write it down, meditate on it, or even speak it aloud, you may notice the nightmare begin to soften. Sometimes it even transforms into something entirely new. That's when you know the message was received. So the next time you wake up from that same nightmare, instead of pushing it away, place your hand on your heart. Whisper, "I hear you. I'm listening." Your nightmares are not here to scare you. They are here to awaken you, to guide you, to help you face the very parts of yourself that are longing to be free. If tonight's reflection gave you insight, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes in our Dream series. And one last thing, if you enjoy exploring dreams and signs from the universe, I'd love for you to check out my other channels too. The links are on the main channel description as well, so you can continue this journey even further. Thank you for your courage to face the darker side of dreams. Thank you for being willing to look within. May your nights grow gentler, and may your spirit shine brighter. Good night, dreamers. And if you feel moved to support this channel, you'll find a donation link in the main channel description. It's never required, but always deeply appreciated, and it helps me keep creating for this beautiful community.